Welcome back. It's been some time since I shot a video and posted it to my channel. I actually did shoot a video about this particular speaker that I'm going to talk about again. The first video I thought was good, but once I listened to it, I wasn't happy. And I guess with my OCD with videos that I shoot, I'm a one take guy right now. I wasn't happy with it, so I erased it. It was about 19 minutes long. And anyway, it went bye-bye. So now I'm back. Going to try this again to shoot a video about the speaker in my system. It's the AAD Q50 tower speaker or studio monitor. As you might know this or remember from my previous video, the speaker is quite large. It's about 160 pounds. It's right here in the front. You can see the setup with the mid-bass woofers and the tweeter being set in this particular array, which helps with the way the speaker puts sound into the room. It's very clear as far as image quality, even though it's very big, that even when I'm sitting in my sweet spot or right in my couch in between the two speakers, the image quality seems to be very, very good. It might be just because it's set up. So for those that may have commented that the speaker may be too big for a small space, I'm not of that particular opinion, because there are some small speakers that sound terrible in a small space but require a large space to actually put out the sound quality and sound energy into a room that they were designed for. And so, in my opinion, and I'm sure it's the opinion of others, is just choose a speaker that you're happy with, set it up correctly, tune it the best you can in your room, and just sit back and enjoy. And you'll probably get what you want for your money. If the speaker is too bright, it might mean that you are looking for a different type of sound. If it's too warm, you might want more detail. It might be something in the design or in the crossover that you're really not going to fix if the speaker wasn't designed to do that. So in this case, this speaker was designed to put a lot of energy into a room, whether large or small. So, and I think the designer, Mr. Jones of AAD, he said that most of his sales went to Japan, or at least a lot of them to Japan, and they live in small spaces and enjoy large speakers. So, I'm sure if you look at any of the YouTube videos of some Japanese systems, they put big speakers in little rooms. So, but anyway, I have a little bit more space, and I enjoy this speaker. I'll just talk about the design features. So we're looking at the front, the mid bass, and the tweeter section. If you roll around to the side, flanking both sides of this speaker are 12-inch low frequency drivers or woofers, which of course the speaker on the design side says that it will do 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So the full frequency band. I have not measured it, but I trust the designer when they say it'll do that. If you see this little section here, I'll explain something that's a pretty nice design feature that came out years ago, but it really helps with a person who's trying to make a decision if they want to put this particular speaker, which is not made anymore, in a room with limitations, where it's how far you can stand it off from the back wall or tune the bass energy. So as we go down, we'll pass by the 3 tuned bass ports. If you look inside there's a screen that prevents dust and other particles getting inside to the crossover and components inside the cabinet. It's pretty nice. You notice 4 screw ports, and there's a reason for that. We'll talk about it in 1 minute. If we look down at this crossover section where the binding post, you'll see there's a high frequency, mid frequency, and low frequency section, which means that this speaker can be tri-wired or tri-amped. Of course, you're only going to get what the speaker will allow you to do in the crossover section. But if you're a tuner and you're trying to tune a speaker that is tri-wireable, you may be able to get your processing digitally or analog, whichever way you decide to do, to kind of tune the signal where it only sends what the crossover will do for that particular section. So if it's the low frequency, you might cut it off the signal where it only sends, say for instance, 250 hertz on down to the low frequency section. Perhaps some scientific or engineering reason for that may help the crossover. But I don't know, really. Perhaps somebody else can comment about that if they have some experience in it. But that's what I do. I can experiment and take the section in my data set and kind of limit the signal to each section, since I tri-wire these speakers. But anyway, going back to the tune base ports, of course, mentioned those 4 screws. And that corresponds with this particular piece right here, which is not just a aesthetic design section, but it also serves for a cover for this base port. So I removed the base cap from its position here at the top of the speaker and placed it where it was designed to go for bass tuning. Here on the back of the speaker, covering the 3 bass ports. That cap has a material inside of it that makes a seal right here on the back side to that raised baffle on the back. And so you get a good seal there. The bass energy is controlled. And so therefore, if you're, sitting in a room that's small, you have to set up these speakers. You can keep the bass a little bit more controlled, making it a more acoustically pleasant to you, if that's what you like. But I really didn't have any problems with the bass energy, even close to the wall. Of course, I haven't cranked these up to their full capacity. I haven't had the reason to try to test it, but I did not find it to be a problem. But I have them installed right now because I'm going to bass tune both ways. One in this sealed configuration and the other configuration with the caps removed, and see which one I like the best. Of course, in my next video, I'm going to do something with my Q1000 subwoofer, which sits over there, that I've had for a while. It's quite a large sub that was created for this particular series. But anyway, years ago when I bought it, I believe it had I know actually it had a blown woofer. In fact, I didn't remove it until like 20 years later to see that the woofer was blown, because when I used the sub, I knew something was wrong, but I thought it may have been with the amp section of the sub. We'll talk more about that later, but now in this day and age, you can actually get some pretty good woofers as replacements, and I'll go a little bit into that story if you're interested. It'll be in the next video. But when I do put the new woofers in, we're gonna see if it fixes the problem. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a speaker. In fact, now, which is in the vintage age since we're in 2024. So I get vintage being, 20 years plus. And so, yeah, this is a vintage speaker that's not made anymore. In fact, the woofers are not made anymore. That was the problem I had with the Q1000. But I think I got a solution for that. So we'll look forward to that video. But hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel, please. And I hope to do more videos in the future. Be a little bit more consistent. I'm really a person where I just don't shoot a video to just shoot a video. I like it to be a little bit informative. So hopefully the next videos will be informative as well. You have a great day, great weekend. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.